lui comme ça. Non, je te vois pas. Ok, on le faire.
Good morning and welcome to the ferry to Gozo, where I'm heading to today to have a look around an ancient temple and to do an open top bus tour. So I hope you join me. I need to get to the back with my camera, my 360. I'm actually going to jump off. I'm going to jump off at the world's oldest freestanding temple. So looking forward to that. So off we go, by the sounds of it, a change in tone of the engine. This port area, very bustling. Obviously this is the main way people get to Gozo from Malta itself. It's a hive of activity.
Oh, do you need one each then? Oh,
So these are the delights we've got to go. We've got this bit here, the azure window. It'll be so azure today, it's grey. We've got this bit. I'm not going to even try and pronounce it. It's all Mixter Cave, I think I can do that one. Gigante temples, that's what I'm going. That's what I'm going to look at. We've got this nice sandy beach. Lots of this kind of stuff. Obviously I'm only going to get off once. We've stopped in the middle of absolutely nowhere, top of the cliff, but there is an interesting looking cemetery. Some cactus-like plants here. Obviously it's a very dry environment. The soils are apparently very thin, and so they have these walls that traditionally have let any kind of rain go through them, but have helped to stop the soil washing off. So made it to a UNESCO, which stands for United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. It's a UNESCO site, World Heritage Site, and just about to go in. Quite looking forward to this. So these are Neolithic sites in Gozo. There seem to be quite a good number of them, and we've had artifacts discovered from loads of them. So let's go have a look. This is great to see. A school group, I think it's a school group, get a bit of education here in English, and I'm not sure which way round we're meant to go around the museum. Maybe it's the other way around. Go with the flow. Let's have a look at some of the artifacts that have been discovered. A few kind of like pots and stone bracelets and shell bracelets by the looks of it, necklaces as well. Some bowls. They look a bit like a cup. Some figures. Stylized human animal figurines hanging together in a heap on the floor in a circle. Zambia. So these are carved in limestone, and it's likely that originally bound or rubbed together with a perishable material such as animal skin. Some of the carving is pretty intricate, look. Here you can see where some of the artifacts found on this ancient site were discovered.
In 1933. It was in 1936 that archaeological investigations and restoration of the temples started in earnest. These continued up to and beyond 1949.
With an area of only 67 kilometres square, the island of Gozo has limited natural resources. Human settlement therefore relies heavily on agriculture, and the islanders are dependent on contact with other lands to obtain materials which are not available locally. This has had a considerable impact on the environment. Always good to see a weather station here next to these ancient relics. So up the walkway. I wonder what's going to greet me inside. The doorway to the temple is built in the shape known as a trilithon, in which two large standing stones on each side hold up a large horizontal slab. None of the horizontal slabs, lintels, survive at Gigantia, and then the notches which held it in place are still visible on this doorway. Right, let's go in. Quite dramatic. Older than the pyramids. I am walking in the footsteps of prehistoric man. Got a bit of graffiti in place here. Apparently it is quite common on these slabs. This one seems to date from 1840. I'm going to venture further in. So I'm now standing in an ancient temple. Suggesting here that early records suggest that considerable quantities of pottery, sherds and animal bone were found in a layer of soil and ash. Could this mean that animals or meat were used in rituals? Could there have been human sacrifice? Who knows? In fairness, that looks like hard work. So some of the blocks have got, decorative patterns, which makes them interesting. Let's just swing around here. And remains of some of the blocks. Maybe they look like this in the 19th century. Right, they're scaffolding some of it while they assess, apparently, which bits are likely to fall down in the near future. And then they're going to remove it once they're certain it's not going to crumble away. Maybe it was designed by Spinal Tap, because it does look a little bit like a miniature Stonehenge here. There you go. Older than Stonehenge, though. Disappointing that we can't carve our initials into the stones as the Victorian era visitors could, but I guess you can't have everything. Always worth checking out the gift shops at these places. And of course, we've got a bit of Playmobil here. Exploring Malta, one of our children's books. Flavoured mead. Tiny kind of a collection of what look like olives. Obviously some postcards, goes without saying. Fridge magnets. And this is what I was looking for. Absolute bargain. €7 for that. I won't be partaking. This, a little bit rude. I presume replicas of carvings that were found at this ancient temple. And we've got some Maltese mice. So included in the price of the ticket, which was €10, we've got this windmill, which is quite striking in appearance. Okay, so here's Kola Windmill. Let's go and have a look. Right, the last miller of Kola Windmill. Here we are. Born in 1900. And these are some of the tools that must have been used in the windmill. Plenty of them. Goodness. Right. Whoa. A little bit of information about Corsica and Cyprus and Mallorca, other Mediterranean islands, Sicily, about wine, and got some more tools. And here we have a beautiful replica of the windmill. Okay, going to head upstairs now to where the millers used to live, their domestic residence. There are more windmill models. Oh, it's rustic. Basic amenities. Got a couch, not the comfiest back I've ever seen in the world. A nice, straightforward table. No frills there. Bowl in the middle. Got to mind the step. Guess this is the larder. Look at the kitchen. Let's just have a quick peek in here. Oh. While away their time doing a little bit of making cloths and things. Again, single bed. Bowl for washing, I guess. Even more basic than Travelodge. It seems to ascend up here. The gate is open. The stairs are narrow. Jeez. We'll see you at the top. I don't want to drop my phone. Those stairs, very, very worn. So I had to really kind of hold onto the rails, keep my balance. But here we have the windmill mechanism. We've got a couple of windows looking out, look, on the surrounding countryside from this vantage point. There you are, we see the blades of the windmill through the window. Right, time to go back downstairs and catch the bus. So I made it out of the windmill, which was good. You can see it just above my head there. And now I'm going to head back to the bus. It's in this sleepy little town, very nice. The sun appears to be getting out a little bit. So let's see what comes next. It says coffee, pizza and more. But who would want more than coffee and pizza? Making some progress now through the central bit of Gozo. There's some sort of statue there, quite like a statue on the hill. We're getting closer. Right that way in Brazil. picturesque. Murals on the walls on the outside. Very nice. Some nice statues. And I don't know. It's got a reaction on the bus here. Taking pictures. And then on the hill there we've got a lighthouse, which is splendid. So nice to see again. A school group. They look like they're heading inside. Have a little look around. I'm going to stay on the bus. It is meant to be magnificent inside, but I think it's an hour to wait if I go inside. So I don't know if there's an hour worth of entertainment inside the church. Very dramatic scenery here, massive cliffs. Dropping vertically to the sea. It's a very enjoyable tour of Gozo. Time to head back to Malta. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you on the next one.